Hello and welcome everyone. This is Michelle with PaperStampInk. I'm so glad you could stop by and spend some time in my craft room with me today. In this video, I'm going to share with you the September Paper Pumpkin Kit. We're going to open this up together. I'm going to show you some alternative projects as well as the projects that the kit was designed to make. Now my channel is all about providing inspiration and teaching you how to turn paper, stamp, and ink into beautiful cards, gifts, or home decor projects. Make sure you don't miss out on future tips, techniques, and tutorials. Hit that red subscribe button down below, ring the bell, you'll get notified when new videos are released. Let's go ahead and get started on today's project. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it is a fun kit that comes to your mailbox every month when you subscribe. And you never know what's going to be in there, so it's always a fun surprise. And they give us a teaser on what the next month's kit's going to be. So this is obviously going to be some kind of a Halloween kit for October. Very fitting. Paper Pumpkin kits, they come in the mailbox. You have to order them by the 10th of each month. So you'll need to order this by September 10th to subscribe to the Paper Pumpkin kit to be able to get that fun Halloween kit. Every kit comes with a stamp set and an ink spot. So this month we have the Merry Merlot, and we've got this fun stamp set here. It's a Thanksgiving themed set, but of course you can use these all year round. Maybe not Happy Thanksgiving, but thankful for friends like you. Enjoy, grateful for family like you. Those are things we can use during the year. And then it's got this fun sprig there. Always love any kind of floral or leaf images. Let's open up the rest of the box here. And so this month's theme is a Thanksgiving themed kit, and we have everything we need to make these fun little gift bags. Wouldn't those be cute sitting at your dining table as you're having your guests over? You can have something little for them to welcome them to your home. I'll open this up here, and let's see what all goodies we have inside. I love that there's always extra stuff too. They don't skimp. So they've given us all of this. This looks like a beautiful silk. Here, let's open that up. Looks like some kind of a pretty silk ribbon or like seam binding. Oh yeah, I love that. Love that. And so there's going to be more than enough for the projects, so you always end up having some left over. We've got some linen thread. One of my favorite things, dimensionals. Almost every kit ends up with some dimensionals. We've got some sequins. It looks like some two different sizes there. And those are adhesive backed, which makes them so much easier to use. We've got bags in this kit. 1, 3, 6 bags. And we've got our tags that are already pre-cut for us. They just need to be popped out. And then we also have some other beautiful die cuts. These wreaths, those are gorgeous. And oh, look at all the colors. I love the colors in this kit. They definitely say fall to me, and they've got that leaf theme. Goodness, there's lots and lots of stuff in this kit here. So these are actually see them a little bit easier from the back. They're little leaf sprigs with this fun pattern on them. And then we have some die cut circles that actually have some stitching on the edge there. You can see that little stitching detail. We've got some more die cuts for sentiment labels. Oh, and look at these beautiful vellum pieces. Oh my goodness, those are just so gorgeous. Look at the crisp colors on those. Lots of vellum pieces. I imagine there's going to be a ton left over with just 6 bags. You know, good grief, look at how much you could make with cards with these. And that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to make most of mine into cards. So some more leaf sprigs, and we've got some more of those same style leaves with the stripe pattern on them. And these little adhesive dots. So you don't even need all your supplies. That you can put these kits together generally with just a pair of scissors, and I do prefer to use my liquid glue over these adhesive dots, but they're here. So if you take your kit with you and you want to go somewhere, bring a block for your stamp set, something to clean off that ink. You're ready to go, a little pair of scissors, and you've got everything that you need to get crafting. So great way to get started in stamping. You can build up a lot of stamp sets from these kits, and you'll have something for not just general use, but themes throughout the year as well. So they give us pictures of what these are going to look like when we're done, and then step-by-step instructions on the inside here as well. So if you love to follow instructions, we've got you covered. If you like to take off and make your own designs, there's lots of materials in here for you to be able to do that. And then they also always tell us on the back here what the colors are that coordinate. So we've got Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Merry Merlot, Mint Macaroon, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, and Soft Suede. All of those colors are in here. Now there's also an option this month to buy a Gift of Fall add-on bundle, and I did not choose to purchase this bundle, but you definitely could. And with that you get envelopes and note cards, and you can make a bunch of cards with some of these extra items as well. I'm going to pull from my stash things that you guys might already have in your craft rooms to give you some inspiration. Let's go ahead and get started on some new projects with this kit. Okay, before I started creating my projects today, I just had to show you everything you get in this kit. This is amazing value in these. I like to take all the little bits and pieces and take them out before I start creating. It just makes it easier for me to see what I have and to grab and play with them as I'm coming up with ideas. But look at all of the supplies you get in this kit. And they have 6 bags, so you could definitely make the 6 bags with this, but they've given us at least twice as many supplies as we need. So for example, you only need 3 of these. If you're going to create half the bags with the one design that they gave, you're only going to need 3 of these, 3 of this, 3 of that. So we've got double what we need for at least some of these supplies, and I would say probably double or triple on all of the supplies. Look at all these little tags. You get 20 of each style of these sentiment tags. You're definitely not going to need 20 for only 6 bags. You've got 15 of these little sentiment strips. There's 24 of these leaves, 14 of each of those. You've got, I think it's 14 of each of these vellum pieces. So lots and lots of value in these kits. Make sure that you hit the link below and subscribe if you're interested in becoming one of my Paper Pumpkin partners. I had so much fun with this month's Paper Pumpkin kit, coming up with alternative projects to share with you. There are tons of supplies that were included in this kit. I did not use all of them by any means. There's lots left over, but I thought I should jump on here and share with you some of these inspirational ideas. Now, for the most part, I only add cardstock to the kit. I think I did bring out one other stamp and one color of ink, but other than that, I stuck with everything that was included in the kit, and most of these only use kit items and the colored cardstock. Now, what I do when I'm getting ready is I pull out my different cardstock that coordinates, because Stampin' Up is great and gives us the coordinating colors. So these are the only colors that I've used other than Whisper White for a base. So I've got this Thankful for Friends Like You card. I used one of the tags. I used the circle with the stitch shapes, the little sentiment tag, and some of the sequins, and some of these leaf embellishments. That was on, this one was on Pretty Peacock. And for this one, I went with a Whisper White background. Again, used that tag, one of the sentiment strips, and again, some of those floral or leaf embellishments. This one I switched up with a Happy Thanksgiving. Just a little strip of paper across the bottom there. Did use some of those sequins, almost like I would brads, and some of the beautiful vellum pieces tucked underneath that center wreath. I think this is probably my favorite, or one of my favorites of the card designs. I just love the colors, the way this Pretty Peacock and the Merry Merlot combined together, and just that little bit of crushed curry with the seam binding that was included in the kit. I think those colors are beautiful. This one I didn't put any sentiment on it. I just did a split panel card for something a little fun and different, using again one of those circle pieces as the panel. I used the background stamp to create a little bit of detail in my background image, and just lined with some Whisper White. This one I did a little bit of a fun fold, and I just created an extra crease on this panel so that it folds up, tucked some old olive behind there, these vellum strips, again used a piece of that crushed curry seam binding to wrap around, as well as some sequins. And this is where I did pull out a happy birthday stamp. I thought I could use some birthday cards, and so I wanted to switch it up. I only need so many Happy Thanksgiving cards, and then I just have this strip here to create the panel on the inside. If you don't like writing a lot of message, this smaller piece there. This one I cut out the wreath. I actually, not all the way out, but I went around the outside just to give it more detail and define. And then I did bring in one of my embossing folders to give some dimension to that background. I have used the crushed curry and a piece of the linen and created bows and put those on the bottom of the wreath. I'm obviously a fan of the Merry Merlot and the old olive combination. I think I used that a lot on these cards. This was very simple and quick. Used that stamp to create a quick background, tucked some of those leaves underneath, popped it up on dimensionals, and added a happy birthday sentiment across the middle. This one, I again used some strips of cardstock and placed those across the middle, used some sequins, stamped my sentiment up there. Very quick and simple card. And then I've got a couple of projects that I made as well. So I made some little candy items that I used 2 of those sentiment strips with this one, and I folded them, adhered to at the bottom, created a folds on the side, glued those together, create this little pocket, wrap some linen around. I did make a hole in one of those vellum leaves so I could put that through that linen thread, and it holds one of these little Merci chocolates. I thought that would be cute to put at a table setting. And then I created a fun little gift box as well to hold a couple of those candies. So it just slides in and out of there. I can use that stamp to create my own pattern paper and tuck some of those leaf die cuts in there, and added the sequins on that belly band just to give it some more, a little bit more bling. But these are fun. You can fit 2 of these chocolates in there, and I think that make a nice little gift as a thank you gift. I hope that you found these items inspiring and that you will enjoy creating your own unique alternative projects with the Paper Pumpkin kit. If you have not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin and you would like to, I will have a link below on how you can do that, and I'd love to have you as one of my Paper Pumpkin partners. Until we meet again, make sure you grab your paper, stamp, and ink and do something creative.